Okay, guys, we are going to start with the second part of the Unit 5. And as you can see, we continue with the snapshot, okay? But first of all, I would like me to know if someone of you wants to talk about your family, that it's going to be related with the part 7. Talk about your family. I don't know if I have one volunteer. Okay, listen, I don't know if I have any volunteer related with this part. I don't know if someone wants to talk about your family, guys. Nobody wants to talk about your family?
Um, for example, the number of brothers.
Okay,
Yes.
yes.
Okay. Um, I have two brothers and one sister. I living with my mom.
Okay, thank you. Who is your favorite person in your family?
Um, Maybe my mom
Okay, why?
because she's a person uh, strong,
Mm-hmm.
and comprehensive,
Okay,
and I don't know.
okay, that's okay. Good. Any other volunteer? Thank you, Victor. Another volunteer, guys, that want to talk about your family?
Uh, I live with my parents. My dad is 59 years old, and my mother is 36 years old. I have one brother and one sister. My brother is 8 years old, and my sister is 2 months. Um, yeah, my father, yes, my father is a hardworking man. He's very strong and brave. Uh, with me, is a is a man jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he is angry when when I do something that he does nothing, but otherwise he is great. And my mom is uh, angry. Sometimes is happy, and my brother is a little angry.
Okay.
But my little sister um is pretty.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, thank you, Carla. Okay, listen, guys. We are going to see part 8. In part 8, we have the snapshot. We have countries of the world quiz. And if you see here, we have true or false. Take the quiz, then check your answers. Okay. Number 1. Who wants to read number 1, guys? Who wants to read? Volunteer? Tell me who wants to read number 1?
In Argentina, 80% of the population live in rural areas.
Okay. What do you think? It is true or false, Carla? Tell me, it is true.
I think it's true because Argentina is a big country.
Okay, good. But the correct answer for this is false, guys. Okay, in Argentina, around 10% live in rural areas. Okay. What about number 2? Thank you, Carla. Number 2, who wants to read? Okay, who wants to read number 2, guys?
In Russia, 99.7% of the population can read and write.
What do you think? It is true or false?
True.
Okay, good. In Russia, 99.7% of the population can read and write. That is true, right? Number 3. Thank you, Victor. Number 3. Any other volunteer, guys?
In South Korea, more than 85% of high school students go to the college.
Okay, what do you think? It is true or false? What do you think about number 3? In South Korea, more than 85% of high school students go on to college. Okay, what do you think? It is true or false?
True.
True.
Number 4, one volunteer to read?
In
Um,
Denmark,
Mhm.
seven, yeah, 70% of the women have jobs.
Okay, in Denmark, 70% of the women have jobs. What do you think? It is true or false? Edinson, what do you think? It is true or false?
I think it's true.
Okay, good. Thank you. Number 5. Who wants to read number 5, guys? Thank you, Edinson. Number 5.
In Mexico, 20% of the population is 65 years old or more.
Okay, good. In Mexico, 20% of the population is 65 years old or more. What do you think? It is true or false, Nestor?
False.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Nestor. What about number 6? Any other volunteer to read?
Brazil occupies 16% of the area of South America.
Okay, what do you think? It is true or false?
It is true.
Okay, number 6 is false. Okay, it's around 47.3%. Okay, and Brazil occupies 60% of the area of South America. It's not true, right? It's false. 47.3%. What about number 7? In Chile, thank you, Alex. In Chile, any other volunteer wants to read?
in Chile, more than 90% of the population live with family.
Okay, what do you think? True or false? Karen, true or false?
Is true.
Okay, this one, number 7, it's true, right? In Chile, more than 90% of the population lives with family. What about number 8? Thank you, Karin. Number 8, other volunteer to read?
Japan imports about 25% of Jamaica's total coffee production.
Okay, what do you think? Is true or false?
False.
Okay, the correct percentage is about 80%, 80 percentage, right? Okay, Japan imports about 80% of Jamaica's total coffee production. Thank you, Monica. What about number 9?
In India, more than 25% of the population goes to the movies regular.
Okay, thank you. But that is true or false? Nestor?
Four.
Okay, it's false, right? Because it's less than 4%. Thank you, Nestor. In India, more than 25% of the population goes to the movies regularly. That is not true because only the 4% goes to the movies regularly. Okay, now we are going to continue with the conversation. The conversation is about I didn't know that. Okay, listen guys, the pronunciation according to the conversation.
Page 33, Exercise 9, Conversation. I didn't know that. Part A. Listen and practice. What a great picture. Are those your parents?
Thanks. Yes, it's my favorite picture of us.
It's really nice. So, do you have any brothers or sisters?
No, I'm an only child. Actually, a lot of families in China have only one child.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
What about you, Luis?
I come from a big family. I have 2 brothers and 4 sisters.
Wow, is that typical in Peru?
I'm not sure. Many families are smaller these days, but big families are great because you get a lot of birthday presents.
Okay. Now, I would like me to have volunteers to say the conversations, guys. I need 2 volunteers. One that it's going to be Luis and the other it's going to be Vicky. Who wants to participate?
I
Okay, thank you, Victor. And?
I.
Okay, Alex. Okay, Victor, you're gonna be Luis and Alex, you're gonna be Vicky. Can you help me, please?
okay.
What
What a great
what a great
picture.
picture.
Like,
Wow.
Okay, Luis.
What a great
Luis Llano.
picture. Are
Luis.
those your parents?
Okay, wait.
Luis, yeah, I'm Luis.
Okay, good. And
Okay,
What
and
a great
there is going to
picture.
be Vicky. Okay, good. Okay, started, please.
okay.
Okay. What a great picture. Are those your parents?
Thanks. Yes, it's my favorite picture of us.
It's really nice. So do you have any brothers or sister?
No, no, I am an only child. Actually, a lot of families in China have only one child.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
What about you, Luis?
I come from a big family. I have 2 brothers and 4 sisters.
Wow, is that typical in Peru?
I'm not sure. Many families are small this day. Goodbye families are great because you get a lot of birthday presents.
Okay, thank you. Other 2 volunteers. Good, guys. Thank you. Other two volunteers, guys? Okay, thank you, Angel.
I.
Okay,
I.
okay, start it, please.
What a great picture. Are those your parents?
Thanks. Yes, it's my favorite picture of.
Really nice. So, do you have any brothers or sisters?
No, I am only child. Actually, a lot of family in China have only one child.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
What about you, Luis?
I come from a big family. I have two brothers and four sisters.
Wow, is that typical in Peru?
I'm not sure. Many families are smaller these days, but big families are great because you get along birthday presents.
Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you, Monica and Angel. Other two volunteers, guys? The last ones? The last two volunteers to read the conversation?
I.
Okay, thank you.
And I.
Okay, good. Carla and?
Me.
Okay. Carla and Fernando. Fernando, can you start it, please?
Okay. What a great picture. Are those your parents?
Then, yes, it's my favorite picture of.
It's really nice. So, do you have any brothers or sisters?
No, I am only child. Actually, a lot of families in China have only one child.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
What about you, Luis?
I come from a big family and I have two brothers and four sisters.
Wow, that's typical in Peru?
I'm not sure many families are smaller these days, but big families are great because you get a lot of birthday presents.
Okay, thank you, guys. Okay, listen. You are going to listen and repeat in your house, okay? What a great picture. Are those your parents? Thanks. Yes, it's my favorite picture of us. It's really nice. So, do you have any brother or sisters? No, I am only child. Actually, a lot of families in China have only one child. Oh, really? I didn't know that. What about you, Luis? I come from a big family. I have two brothers and four sisters. Wow, is that typical in Peru? I'm not sure. Many families are smaller these days, but big families are great because you get a lot of birthday presents. Okay, now we are going to listen part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation and you need to answer the questions that appears here. What is the question? What does Vicky like about being an only child? Okay, listen and try to complete.
Page 33. Exercise 9, Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. What does Vicky like about being an only child? So do you like being an only child?
Of course. I get all my parents' attention.
Yeah, I share my parents' attention with 6 other people.
Well, you probably never feel lonely.
Do you ever feel lonely?
Sure, but it's okay. I have a lot of friends.
Okay, now what does Vicky like about being an only child? What do you think?
She gets all her parents' attention.
Okay, good. She gets all her parents' attention. Okay, thank you guys. Now we are going to continue with the other part. And this one, it's going to be about the grammar focus, quantifiers, okay? To this one, we have approximately the percentage about the quantifiers. In this part, it's not going to be exactly the percentage, okay? It's around. But you need to be clear that when you are talking about 100%, all the time it's going to be possible to substitute with the word all, okay? If you have the 0%, you need to be clear that it's possible that you use the quantifier no one. But what about the rest? In the rest, you're gonna have approximately, but a lot of is taking into account like a 50%. Okay, many, it's going to be around 51% to 59%. This one, remember, is around, not exactly, it's around. What about must? Must is taking into account like a 60% to 79%. Nearly all, it's going to be around 80% to 99%. What about these ones? Okay, these ones, a lot of, remember that it represents the 50%. Some, it's going to be taking into account like a 40% to 49%. Not many, it's going to be around 11% to 39%. And few is taking into account like a 1% to 10%. Okay, and remember, this is around, not exactly. Now we have here other important point that you need to take into account when you want to use the quantifiers, not the percentage, the quantifiers is this one. If you check all of these ones, all, nearly all, must, many, a lot of, some, and not many, with few, these ones are plural nouns, okay? Plural subject, families, couples, okay? Families again. And if you see the verb, is for plural. But what happened with no one? No one is a subject that represents singular. So what happened with the verb? This one is going to be singular noun. So what does that mean? That means that is represent he, she, or it. And we need to modify the verb. If you check, the verb for plural nouns is not necessarily modified because it's for plural. But what happened with no one? If you see here, we have gets. Okay, why gets and no get? Because this one is represent a singular subject. Other important thing is when you are using the quantifiers, it's going to be substitute for the percentage. For example, in number 1 we have in the US, 69% of high school students go to college. What of the quantifier could be represent for 69%, guys? What it could be? Nearly all? Are you sure?
Most?
Okay, it's going to be most. What we're gonna do in this case, okay? In the US, we are not going to use 69 of. We're gonna say must. Most high school students go to college. What we are doing, we are dropping this part, 69% off, and we're gonna substitute for one quantifiers. For that reason, at the beginning of this grammar focus, I told you it's around, okay? But how we gonna represent each one of these one when you are talking about percentage? Pay attention. All, it's going to be 100%, okay? What about nearly all? Nearly all, it's going to be about 80% to 99%. What about most? Most is going to be 60 to 79%. Many, it's going to be 51 to 59%. A lot of, we're gonna take into account like a 50%. Now, some, it's going to be around 40% to 49%. Not many, it's going to be 11% to 39%. And few, it's going to be 1% to 10%. And 0, it's going to be for no one. So, taking into account the quantities according to the quantifiers, what it could be 7% of the people in Brazil are age 65 or older. What it could be, guys?
Most.
You?
Okay, it's going to be 7, not 70. It's 7. So it's going to represent few. Okay, few.
Oh,
What we need to drop? What is going to be the correct sentence if we are using the quantifier few?
few percent of the people in Brazil are age 65 or older.
Okay, kind of, but not exactly. Okay, when you are using few, it's not necessary that you mention percent of the people. Okay, if you are using few, it's necessary that you erase this word, percent of the, because it's not going to be necessary. You're gonna substitute for the quantifier. What is going to be the correct?
Few of the people in Brazil are age 65 or older.
Okay, kind of, but not exactly too. Okay, 7% of that is not necessary. You're gonna start your sentence. People in Brazil are age 65 or older, but you need to add, okay, erase this, 7% of that, and you're gonna use one quantifier. What it could be? Who knows?
Few people in Brazil.
Okay, good. Few people in Brazil are age 65 or older. It's not going to be necessary that you add percent of the. Okay, so in this moment, I would like me that you try to do these 3 sentences, guys. Can you work in this part, please? Okay, what is going to be the number 3, guys? Who has the answer for number 3?
No one.
No one. Okay, give me the complete sentence, Monica.
No one people vote before the age of 18.
Okay, but remember that in India is the subject and you can't omit in India, right? What you gonna omit? Only 0% of the people, okay? And this one is the part that you need to pay attention, 0% of the people. Okay, can you give me again, Monica, the complete sentence?
In India, no one people
People is
but before the
okay.
age of 18.
Okay, people is not necessary, Monica.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
In India, no one vote before the age of 18.
Okay, good. Thank you, Monica. Only remember that as we have a singular subject, no one is singular subject. So it's necessary that you modify this verb. Boats, okay? It's necessary modify the verb boat. Okay, and Kevin, can you turn off your speaker, please? Kevin? What about number 4, guys? One volunteer to number 4?
Some percent of the people couldn't live alone.
Okay, some person of people. ¿Cuál es
¿Cómo? No
some
escuché.
person or some people?
Some people.
Okay, good. Some people in Sweden live alone. 40% is going to be for some, right? What about number 5? Thank you. Number 5, guys. In Canada?
In Canada, not many people speak French at home.
Okay, good. In Canada, not many people speak French at home. Okay, good, guys. Now we have here this part, like a summary, and we are remembering the present continuous that it was related with the last class. Use the present continuous to talk about actions that are happening now. For example, what are you doing these days? I'm studying English. The present continuous is present of be plus ing. For verbs ending in e, drop the e and add ing. For example, have, having, live, living. For words ending in vowel plus consonant, double the consonant and add ing. For example, sit, sitting. But remember that we don't have only these rules. We have in the last class, we have seen the other rules according to how we can modify if you want to use the present continuous. Then you have an exercise here. After that, we have the second grammar focus that it's going to be related with the quantifiers. And we have two important notes here. Use a lot of, all, few, nearly all before plural nouns. As I said before, these ones are going to represent plural nouns. For example, a lot of, all, few, nearly all, and if you see families, families is plural noun, are small. What happened with no one? Use no one before a verb. No one gets married before the age of 18. What happened in this case is necessary modify the verb because no one represents singular noun. And nearly all means almost all. And the same, you have an exercise here. Okay, guys, this is all for today. This is the class that corresponds for this day. And I don't know if you have questions, okay, you can get more information in Synopsys. You have an extra video about it, okay?